Okay, here we go. Moving on to turn number 3. We're going to start with the Raider player and their tallies. So right now, the only unbroken Raider is Q. And we forgot to check for a dogfight at the end of this combat. At the conclusion of this combat, they're both unbroken, so we got to check for a dogfight. The HE51 does not have that great of a speed or turn rating, so they want to avoid a dogfight, whereas the I-15s, their speed is superior, so they're going to want to enter a dogfight. Let's go ahead and roll for both, adding their speed. This is going to be for the Nationalist and the Republic. All right, so the Republic is going to win this one on adding their speed of 2, and these guys have a speed of 1 at this point because of their climbing, so this is going to be a dogfight. So we're going to take these guys, stack them together like so. Let's grab a dogfight marker like so. All right, and A is going to get his vector removed and placed on that HE51. All right, now we're on to turn 3 here, and Nationalists have nothing left to tally with. Let's go to the Republic. D is going to drop his tally and put it on V. Well, I guess he needs to roll for that, but I'm pretty sure he's going to succeed. Let's roll. Yep. Okay, so D switches his tally to V, and we're going to let P escape. Let them go home. And then up here, R is broken. B, we're going to have him keep his tally on the bombers. And I guess we'll let these guys go home as well. They're out of the fight. Okay, on to the movement phase. So bombers are going to move first. This guy here is going to go 1, 2, like that. Followed by this guy, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, or 2, just like that. This bomber here has to continue straight and level, 1, 2, and drops his bombs over the target. So both of the bombers managed to drop their bombs before they were broken, so they are each going to score 1 victory point. All right, back over here. These guys are not going to attack immediately. They're going to climb back up and position themselves. They're going to go 1, 2, and 3, just like that. And then dogfight, again, we were supposed to roll for that first. The dogfight, let's see who moves it. The defender, so the Republic moves it. They're going to, I'm gonna pull it down here. Okay, so let's see. Both of these are now considered diving. All right, now we go to combat. So first off down here, we've got the I-16s attacking with a speed of 4. +1 for diving is 5. They are disrupted, so it's back down to a 4. The HE-46s have a speed of 1, +1 for dive, -1, they're only a flight. So it's going to be 4 to 1. It's going to be +3, -3. Let's roll for the attackers. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's 10. So 10 on a +3 is going to be 3 hits. So let's roll 3 dice for hit confirmation. That's a kill. That is a miss. Yep. And then one more. That's a straggler. Matches the protection rating. So we got a kill and a straggler on V. Okay. Now let's roll for the defender on the -3. That's a 6. That's going to be no hits. Okay, cohesion. Let's roll for the attacker. And that is a 7. +1 for attacking. -1 for low ammo is a 7. So, oh, and -1 for no radio. So they do get another level of disruption. They break. Let's put that back in there. Okay. So these guys are effectively out of the fight. All right, let's move up. Let's check the cohesion on those bombers. 8, -1 loss, they're fine. Next up, the dogfight. We're going to have the I-15s or the attacker because they have the better turn rating. They have a turn of 4, no modifiers, and the HE-51s are a turn of 3, +1 for veteran, -1 for flight, -1 for rigid doctrine, so they're a 2. So +2, -2. Let's roll for the attacker. That's going to be an 8. On the +2 is 2 hits. Let's roll for confirmation. That is going to be a straggler, and that is a miss. So we got another straggler on Q, which already had a straggler, so that becomes a loss. Okay. Let's roll in the -2 column for the defender. They roll a 10, +1 because they have an expert, so that's 11. On the -2 is 2 hits. Let's roll to confirm. That's a kill. That gets +1 because they have an expert, so that's a 3. So that's going to be kill and a straggler on A. A already had a straggler, so that becomes a loss and a second loss. Let's roll for cohesion. First the attacker. That is an 8. They should have been marked. They should have been marked low ammo after that last round. So 8, -3 there, -1 for no radio, +1 for being the attacker. So it's a net -2. It is 1 level of disruption. Okay. Let's roll for the defender. They roll an 11. +1 veteran, -1 loss, -1 no radio. They pass. And they should actually have been marked -1, but now they're down to -2. So 11, -1, -1, -1 no radio. They pass. So the dogfight continues. And we're on to turn 4. I'm going to go ahead and remove this broken squadron. Okay, we go to the movement phase. We roll for the dogfight first. Defender moves it again. They're going to move it over here. And the bombers move. They're going to go 1, 2, 3. Followed by these guys, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this guy's going to move off towards the end. Actually, no, it's going to be in this guy's best interest to actually try to get this guy. So he is going to bypass the bombers, try to score 2 more hits on this guy to eliminate it, and score the bonus points here. Yeah, right there. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to end right there. We just have this combat to resolve, and again, it's going to be similar to the last one, though now he's disrupted. So it's going to be +1, -1, I think. You see, he's got a turn of 4, -1 for disrupted is 3. And he is a 3 for turn, -1 for flight, -1 for rigid, and then +1 for veteran, so 2. So +1, -1. They both have the same speed rating, so he's going to declare evasion. That's what he's going to do. He's going to evade. So we're going to have a -1 to this roll. Let's go for the attacker first on the +1. That's a 10. -1 for evade is 9, which is 2 hits. Let's confirm. Ooh, okay. So there are the final 2 kills on cue, because there are only 3 aircraft in each flight. Yep, so this becomes a 3. I'll just swap that out with this. Okay, and that flight is eliminated. But let's go ahead and roll for the defender's combat on a -1 column. 4 +1 expert, -1 evasion is no hits. Let's roll for his cohesion. 7. That's a lot of negative modifiers and no radio, so he is going to break. Okay, I'll go ahead and remove this guy. And things have cleaned up quite a bit. Let's go to the next turn. Turn 5. Movement phase. This guy's going to go 1, 2. This guy's going to go 1, 2. And this guy's going to make a beeline for this guy. So 1, 2, 3, and then turn like that for 4. All right, next turn. Turn 6, tally phase. This guy's going to try to tally him. And he gets it, just barely. All right, so B now has a tally on Victor. And go to the movement phase. This guy moves here, this guy moves here. This guy's going to attack like that. And he's going to go for turn because he really needs to shoot these guys down. So we're going to go with a turn of 4. No modifiers there. And this guy has a speed or turn of 1. So that's going to give us +3. Oh, I'm sorry, he's a flight. He's a flight. So that's -1 there. So down to a 0. So it's +4, -4. Okay, here goes the attacker on the +4. That's not so good. That is a single hit. Let's roll to confirm. And that's a 4. That is a kill. So that's the second kill on V. And there's just a straggler left. All right, let's roll for the defender roll on the -4. That's a 5 +2 for the increase in defense rating in a turn fight. So that goes up to a 7, which is still no hits. All right, here comes the all-important cohesion roll for Republic. And they succeed. Yes, they do. All right, they're still in. Let's roll for the bombers. And they roll an 8, they pass as well. Okay, this is going to be the last turn right here, turn 7. Tally phase remains the same. Let's move this guy 1, 2, and he's just going to follow. 1, 2. I can't remember if I already moved this guy, but he's effectively out. I'm just going to take him off now. All right, combat. We're going to do a turn fight again. +4, -4. Well, actually, he can do speed now because with him disrupted... No. Can't remember. I think he's considered a single aircraft formation. Single. Is it? Yes, it is. 13.6. If it has a max loss value of 1 and reduces combat, okay. This rule also applies to squadrons and flights that have taken losses such that there's just 1 away from reaching their max. Okay, so this is considered a single aircraft formation, which is going to incur a further negative modifier right here. Unit is a single aircraft unit, so their speed is a 1, -1 for flight, -1 for single aircraft. It's effectively a -1, whereas this guy's speed is a 2. So 2 versus -1. It's +3, -3. So yeah, he's gonna do a speed fight to avoid the defense boost. So here goes on the +3 column for the attacker. Oh, and not good, not good. So that's no hits, and let's roll for the defender. That's a 7 and no hits. Okay, so that's the end of it. Let's add it all up. So victory point wise, oh, you know what? I did not roll, when this guy got eliminated, I did not roll his cohesion because he was eliminated. But if I roll 2 on 2d6, and that's going to be a aircrew casualty. Let's just do that real quick. Nope, far from it, the opposite. Okay, so here's final score. The Republic has scored 3, 4, 5 victory points, +2 for eliminating an entire flight. So that is 7. And the Nationalists score 2 victory points for shooting down 2 I-15s, and then both bombers managed to drop their bombs before they were broken. So that's going to give them an additional 2 victory points. So that's a total of 4. So 4 versus 7. So we subtract 4 from 7, we come up with a net +3, which is a draw. So very close. This one could have gone either way, but a lot of low rolling meant not a lot of casualties, and the no radio and the flight status meant things break pretty quickly. So pretty neat little scenario. I like the strategic decisions there for especially the Republic, focusing on taking down entire flights, and it seems pretty feasible to do that. So there you have it. That is the very earliest scenario for Wing Leader represented in the game. And it ends with a draw. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.